Okay, guys, so we drove home. We left. Uh, Kind of head clearing moment. It was like, wait a minute, because Ford was going to give us $150. You know, that's their rubber stamp, $150. So I was like, yeah, that is not going to work. So I just got off the phone with him. We'll see what happens. I don't know that they'll even do what he says he'll do, but I mean, they asked, what can. They were inviting, I guess, towards options. So what I asked for was $2,000 in all the parts if I put these injectors in. So if I put these injectors in the holes, and that pump is grenading as we speak right now, then I want $2,000 in all the parts to do it. I think that's fair. For a full set of injectors and a high pressure pump replacement should be pennies on the dollar for that. So I'm gonna gamble. That they're gonna hold to it. So tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and put the injectors in the holes and go for it. We'll see what happens. That's hilarious. Might as well put a new. We did pump fuel through every single one. I think Tanner has videos coming up probably, but I pumped fuel through all of them. There was metal in all of them, but there was no nasty crap. There was nothing nasty, so that was very inviting that we didn't have a bunch of. Because when I took the fuel sensor out, the fuel rail pressure sensor, that thing had black stuff. I was like, where did that come from? I didn't get it. But I didn't see any more of it. So, and that was I think it was a new sensor. I'm pretty sure it was a new sensor. So they're gonna go ahead and do it, or halfway agree to it. It turns into a bummer. We put this pump in, and if this pump is bad, this pump potentially would throw stuff into the injectors, right? I mean, so a real argument would be, if that pump went bad, we'd like to have the injectors and the money, right? Because you could almost argue, except for the fact that cylinder number 1 was so gummed up when it showed up here, so you can't account that to the pump. Well, I mean, you can probably account it to the old pump or something with the pump. Who knows? Low pressure. Who knows what it was? But we can't account the damage that number 1 did after, when I first tried to fire it up, the gumming up, the nasty sludge that was in it. That might have been, I don't know how, inside the injector. There's no way. There's not very much fuel in the injector. Maybe. So, let's see. I don't know, man. Cut all this out. Yeah, we'll cut all this out. I'm thinking, get my train of thought back again. Okay, here we go. So when the manager, who was the general manager, parts manager, I'm not gonna say it was, but John, he was taking care of it. That felt good. That felt good that he was like, yeah. He said, I'd like to keep you guys as a customer. I mean, some of these jobs, like a partial order. We kind of quit doing full on whole orders in one shot, because it's too many parts to check off the list when they come in the door. It break it up a little bit, and so I mean, each partial load is over $3,000 in parts that they walk in the door with, and so hopefully, but they got a profit off that, so that they probably only make, but they probably make $300, maybe $400 off each load they carry in, and I don't know. There's probably been hundreds of them, so we'll see if they take care of us. I mean, because I get it, I understand. I mean, we want to put the best parts in. But really, I mean, if the best we can do is a potential warranty replacement for $150 on a high pressure pump and a 6.4, I mean, think about it. That almost makes me think why all those other shops push Napa and all them other places, because they pay good. They pay the labor, the warranty rate is way better. That's what I heard. I don't know anything about it. I've never been there with it, but their labor rate is a lot better set up warranty labor rate. You know, like O'Reilly's and Ford and all them, they they don't even have their hand on the ball, let alone, I mean, they dropped it a long time ago. So I mean, it very de-incentivized the shop owner. We'll say that, you know, because first off, you get paid in a long time for it. So, you know, the fact that you got payroll due this week don't matter. That don't matter. No, we'll get you next month. Right? Which, whatever, that's fine. I mean, you know, but get 45 claims going in 1 month and you're like, man, he worked for 12 days on nothing but labor and we ain't gotten a penny for it. It gets old at times, you know. And then when it does come, it's pennies on the dollar. So, you know, what are we doing? Wholesale work here? I mean, it's pennies on the dollar. We got some pavestones, and me and Julie unloaded them yesterday. So I'm not trying. I mean, I am griping. Why do I gripe so freaking much? I mean, I must be a bellyacher or something, carrying my purse around, moaning and groaning all the damn time. But I mean, what sucks is I keep finding things I'm moaning freaking groan about. Right? I don't know. I don't know if anybody, we've never even shown here. We got our truck here. We built that deck. So I thought I would shoot this video real quick about, I mean, honestly, we're just making videos now. We might as well have kind of somewhat, I mean, it is videos about the shop, videos about the trucks, you know, and videos about what the shop goes through to get the trucks to where they're at. You know, I mean, so why not? I mean, if we're sitting there and I got a little issue about what a labor claim rate is, shoot, put that on video. You know, I did tell him that I had videos. I said that basically what I told him, and I can use it as scapegoat. It's a double-edged sword, guys. It is, and I'm playing it like I'm playing it. Because I've been doing the videos, and he said, well, he didn't know. I guess he didn't know anything about no videos. He didn't know anything about it, and I was like, I told him this truck's from New Jersey, and there's a couple people watching it, you know, and because he said about the pump, he said he'll take the pump. That's what he said. I'll get this, guys. Okay, here, this is great. This is great. Okay, he said, well, and I knew in my mind too that me and Julie already talked about that. It's in a state of almost disassembly right now. He mentioned it. Well, Ford will pay his techs to do it. They won't pay me to do it. So they'll pay his techs full like labor warranty rate, right? Full labor warranty rate. But when they do that, I told him, I said, well, there's a whole bunch of people watching this. I said, you got a good tech that can put it back together? I said, because I'm going to critique it. That's why I told him that. I said, I'm going to critique it. I said, that's just what it is what it is. I mean, I'm going to show when I do it. Why can't I show when other people do it? And I said, he was like, what do you want from me? That's what he said. What do you want from me? Which is fine. I mean, but there's people out there that can do the exact same thing we do. I mean, there are. I don't know if they're at Shawnee Mission Ford. I don't know. Might be, maybe. But, you know, I mean, before, if that was basic, I mean, honestly, let's be honest, it was calling a bluff, and Medo, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it. And I'm going to be ready to. I already kind of chambered around up in there, ready to go. And I told John, I said, all right, but if your guy messes this thing up, I said, I've got video after video showing the exact state, showing where nuts are missing at, where parts are not there. So when it comes back, I said, don't cost me more time because I have to go back and fix what your tech did. That's where that's where I was trying to get across. I don't remember the exact words that were said. But I mean, honestly, they're not bastards. I mean, it's comforting when you get a hold of somebody like that actually that can make a decision. You know, because I'm going to be honest, Midway Ford, any of y'all know Midway Ford? I don't, you know, we still buy parts from them. They walked in, and they were there today. I don't know how many times, but I mean, that place is so big. I mean, I don't have near enough money for them to even care about. They tolerate me, is what Midway Ford is. So, you know, yeah. we quit with Midway Ford. Well, we didn't quit with them, but I'll tell you what, they're so, they don't care about nobody. You know, when it comes to a 5-man shop, yeah, no way. They'll stick us with it. So that's why we don't buy parts like that from Midway Ford. No way. And if Shawnee Mission Ford was getting ready to, I mean, I'm thinking about most of them parts got to be shipped anyways. They get here some will get here same day, but most of them get here tomorrow morning on the delivery truck whenever they go. But yeah, let's hope it works out. Let's hope I can. Honestly, the other side of it, let's hope it's injectors. You think it's injectors? Injectors, fuel rails. We're getting fuel out of all of them. I videoed doing the driver's side too. It worked out pretty good. You can set them there. It was good. So, took a sample out of each one. They all had a little bit of metal. So, quick video. Not quick, but just keeping, updated on this. Something about this job just turned a little abnormal. So it's not quite business as usual right now. We're kind of in, I don't know what we are, but it definitely could go a lot smoother. A lot of stuff definitely could be a lot smoother with the job. So at a point like that, I'm not in a big hurry to shoehorn everything together and hurry up and get it out. I don't care if it takes an extra week. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, at the end of everything, when you're sitting in your truck and it's out in New Jersey and you got it, I hope it's worth it. That's what I hope. That's what I want it to have, what I want to happen. Because it's just a big deal. I mean, it is. It's kind of a big deal. I mean, I know there are a lot of other people that make a lot more crap than we do, that do nicer stuff than we do, but walking in the shop and looking around being like, all right, let's get this cab off of here and power wash this frame and do all this stuff. Just a little talk. Have a good day, guys.